So today marks the end of guitar tracking for you. It's been a really long journey, and I know you've been there with me for every day of the guitar tracking. You've been driving me in and out, and it's been 2 hours of commuting every day, and we've spoken about it hundreds of times. During that process, I feel like you more than anyone probably know what it's been like.
I'm extremely happy with the product that we made, and I kind of have like you said, a certain understanding of the process because you and I have been going in. We got our daily routine down. Like everything has its time, its place. We were in sync with the whole project, and I think it's really cool that now we're wrapping up, and I'm able to see all the work that we put in, all the driving, all the coffee, all the sushi.
I wonder how many gallons of coffee and kilograms, or pounds if you will, of sushi we've consumed during this process.
I'm remembering back to the very first day when we started the first song with the first note, and it's just like, oh my god, there's 15 more after this. When I was writing solos for this record, it was probably the hardest time I ever had writing solos for the record or for the music. Normally it just kind of, it just happens and I'm comfortable with it after a week or two, but this was the most challenging. These were the most challenging ones that I had to do, so I'm glad they're done, and we worked really hard on getting them sounding good, and even though it was hard and I wasn't stoked while I was writing and recording these, I'm happy with how they turned out. So that's what the goal is. So that's the biggest thing, is everybody being on the same page with, and nobody gets mad when they have to do something over, or like it's not good enough, or you sit there until everything's in tune, or and I'm glad everybody in this band is like that, because we wouldn't have what we have on recording without that attitude.
This is the only way, really.
Yeah.
Something else with this album, I guess there's a bit less of an electronic presence.
Yeah.
Is normally your side of things. Is that an intentional thing on your side?
I think, well, it is, and I don't think you guys realize that fully until we were way into it, and you're like, wow, Jake didn't really do any electronic stuff for this album, and I'm kind of glad, because this was a concept record, and because the material was so dense, and we had so many songs to choose from. I didn't really need to contribute the electronic side of things this time. I mean, it's there, and I definitely did some synths in some songs, and there are a lot of interludes that the guys worked on together, and it's not the same format as what we're used to with the last two records. When it comes to this record, you've had your hand in everything, and you're largely responsible for how good this thing sounds, so thank you.
So thanks for all your contributions to this album, and driving me around, and being the super nice guy in the band. So.
I'm glad I'm the super nice guy in the band and not the dick.
No, you are. And a great job with the solos today.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to showing them to the rest of the band.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for helping me produce them.
No,
they wouldn't sound the way they do without your input.
Of course, my pleasure. Go have some well-earned rest.
Yeah. Yeah.